what's going on everybody? It's Matt10. How have we been? I've got a video here for you with PES 2018 on the PC. Yes, that's right, PES 2018. I'm actually playing it. I've been enjoying myself. I've done a couple of different changes here. So the first thing, if you guys have watched my PES 2017 videos, I'm still performing the 5-second fix here, in which I change the positioning of players by just going to change formation or turning on the fluid formation, then change formation, at kickoff chooses out of possession, in possession chooses out of possession as well. So that drops players back, makes it more compressed. Can't do it for the computer in a league mode, which is what this is, and unless you do it before you start the league in the option file in the edit screen, but I just chose not to do that. I like the way it looks between my team being more compressed and the computer's a little bit more spread out. Puts my players in the proper positions, and then also puts the computer's players in the proper positions, because PES is a lot of man-to-man marking, so they're always going to be trying essentially to mimic a blocking of passing lanes, but as we've seen how wide open PES 2018 is, you really just have to kind of make it work for you. And so my way of working is the 5-second fix. So we're just going to jump into a match here. So the first thing I want to show you is I've just changed my camera settings. I used to be on pitch side, now I changed it to wide. I'm putting the zoom at 1, height is going all the way down to 0, and then the angle is going to be at 10. And then what I'm also doing is on the match screen settings, I've got bottom translucent for the radar, player name is off, power gauge is on, everything else is on except for the set piece guides. In regards to the game speed, guys, this is a big one for me. I've recently changed this from 0 to 1, and let me tell you, I've experienced a lot more fun from the player reactions for both the user and the computer. On 0, they seem to not be able to locate the ball correctly. There is this weird kind of animation in which they still have to adjust themselves to a very simple ball. In addition, the passes are more crisp. They're not floating in the air like somebody thought that would be a good idea. It doesn't take 5 seconds for a long ball to finally reach its destination. It is a little fast at first before the stamina kicks in, but for what it's worth, at 1, I'm actually quite enjoying it. And you'll see here in the video as I play it live on my additional thoughts. Lastly, I'm doing contrast here at 45, brightness at 52. I just felt like the contrast was just a little too high, kind of making it kind of cartoony. Still looks a little cartoony for the most part, but it's not bad. I mean, it's PES 2018, what can you do? Last thing, instead of the last thing here, but this is the next part. What I do with the next player indicator, I turn the red off. That's a little confusing to me. I'm not a big fan of it. But here, cursor type, I go to the player name, because I have those player plates, or whatever they're called, off. And so I just keep that off, and then directional guide, we turn that off, target guide off, positioning guide, I don't need help there, auto feint, don't need help there either. Teammate controls, I like them making the runs, doesn't really matter. But I do like the idea of the player name showing, and then because I also have it set up here in the settings for the computer and the match screen, so display opponent name. It's nice, it looks good to me, kind of reminds me of FIFA a little bit, and so we'll just get into it. See, so I'm controlling Genoa. We're playing on top player. This is a league match. I have not won. I have lost at the margins of 3-0 and 4-0 respectively. So I can tell you guys, I haven't won since I've switched to the +1 speed. I'm telling you, there's something to it. There's just the way the ball feels, the way players react, like I said. There's just so much more attention to it. It doesn't feel very kind of laboring. It doesn't feel like it's laggy, or the input delay is the biggest thing. The thing I noticed from older games, I play in a lot of older games, PES 5, PES 6 of course, Winning 11, 9 LE, they felt like you could feel, the reactions. You could feel everything, and it had no input delay like what's been introduced in PES 2018, PES 17, I think also PES 16 a little bit, and then PES 14 just a slight tad. But the big thing with me is getting that feel back and getting the way the ball feels, getting the ball physics right. I think PES 2019 is really showing a lot of good ball physics. And positioning, of course, is the big one as well, guys. But for me, I'm still trying to hold on to PES 2018 and trying to see what else can be done. And this recent, quote unquote discovery for me, not anything revolutionary, is really made me enjoy the game. And you see here, this is on +1, and it doesn't look super fast. Players don't feel like they're out of control either. That was a nice little build up both teams here, and you see with the 5-second fix, it's also got my players in position just a little bit more reserved. Lets me build up as I want, but also I can tell they probably are on a all-out defense, so they're dropping all the way back right away, which is fine. Try to get 10 men behind the ball. That's not a good one. But here, as I said, I'm playing this live as I just kind of moving the ball around. I tried to go from side to side. That's what I really love, when you have to start working that side to side. That's a nice ball in. Didn't actually end up. Checo there at the top is going to be their point man, of course. And there's a nice little misplay there. This is on top player, which is really kind of giving me fits before I discovered, again, say discovered loosely, the +1. Because I don't feel like it's really showing anything too, cliche to PES 2018, as the balls over the top, they'll still happen on occasion, but they're not as automatic. My players react to it so much more. I'm telling you though, for me, the big thing with PES 2018 is we still need to get that proper feel of such very high agility with the ball here. Like, you can just feel players, they can just spin around in circles and be okay. In addition, the passing, of course, is really easy. We've had a couple of times there we've been at the top of the box and able to be found pretty easily, but it's the final ball, which is a big thing, and that's kind of where I've struggled with this team, is trying to get that final ball in play. In other things, as you can see there, everybody retreats. I can tell that's automatically all-out defense. No other tactic as worthless as all-out defense will perform that action. So hopefully that's good riddance to that in PES 2019, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was still there, or if it was still there, it hopefully is lowered in terms of the threshold. But I was going to say, in terms of how it feels, again, it just feels really nice, actually. And there's Rossi. Oh, good effort. I can feel the players, they still feel, like I said, the high agility. There's still that sense of kind of be able to move fast in each direction regardless of who you use, but there's also a better sense of kind of awareness, and I like that. I need more of that, and that's what I'm starting to see here with these adjustments. Another thing I was going to mention in terms of with what they really need to work on is some things that you can easily tell is if I ever get past the defensive midfield, the defenders love to back off as much as possible until they get to their set position. And so, when that happens, it kind of gets you out of that kind of being engrossed feeling. So that's why another reason why I play on the 5-second fix that I talked about earlier, because it basically puts my team a little bit further back. So, we kind of have to, I guess, just kind of handicap in a way those instances, because I don't want to, feel like the computer's giving me charity and just kind of backing off, because nobody really does that. It's not really realistic for all four of them to back off as soon as the midfield is breached. If somebody's actually should step up, I mean, naturally, just if you're playing online against somebody, they would step up. So overall, I love the feel. It's been really enjoyable, and that's hard to say with PES 2018. If anybody's wondering, if you see kind of the custom scoreboard here and some of the other graphics, this is using Smoke Patch's World Cup mod, because we're doing something for Full Focus on it. So it's been enjoyable as well, and I'll definitely have that if you guys follow the Full Focus channel that I run on YouTube. Definitely check it out. Let me know your thoughts, and I'm going to put that here in the link in the description below, but also here on one of the cards. But anyway, guys, I just thought I'd show this. It's been really quite fun. I've been enjoying myself, and like I said, that's hard to say for PES 2018. Try it out. It's probably like something like, oh yeah, Matt, I've been playing on +1 the whole time, you idiot. And you can definitely say that in the comments. I won't be mad. But for me to ever play on +1 was kind of unheard of. To me, it's like, why would I want to speed this game up and make more space? So, but I think with the combination of the 5-second fix and the +1, it actually shows up as a decent football game. It's probably going to wear out as soon as we get as soon as I start seeing some really annoying things. But on top of that, it's also probably going to wear its welcome when, of course, PES 2019 comes out. We got that demo coming out sometime soon. So definitely excited for that. And, we'll see what happens. Hopefully I'll get some more content on the channel. As always, guys, I appreciate you guys, just sticking with me and, waiting on uploads. Complete crazy support, almost at 3,000 subscribers, and I think I've put up like 3 videos in the last month, barely. So I can't I can't thank you guys enough for the support, in following the channel. I can always pull my shameless plug because I'm trying to grow the channel like crazy. It's the Fulham Focus channel. Even if you're not a Fulham fan, you know me, the type of integrity and the type of content I want to put out there. I've got a great team at Fulham Focus, and we've got some great things planned, especially since the season's coming up. And come on, you Whites, Fulham's looking quite good, signing Seri and Maxime Lachard. I can't say it. Forgive me. But either way, very exciting times. For the virtual games and the real life Premier League games. Always exciting times. So anyway, guys, I appreciate it. Make sure to leave your comments below, like the video, comment, subscribe. As always, take care and stay tuned.